Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to the channel. I'm Mark. It's good to have you here. Today is Friday, the day before race day, and we're taking a look at one of the Porsche 963s from Penske Motorsports, the number 7 car. Butterfly doors up. Looks really cool. Now guys, this is the Paul Miller Racing number 1 BMW. And what you've got, they've taken the front end of the car. Of course, this is a front engine car, so with the front end of it missing, it's kind of a unique look at what the engine looks like. And guys, check out that massive exhaust that comes out on what would be the passenger side of this car. Obviously, it doesn't come out the driver's side, it burned the hell out of them. But really cool. There's a cool look at that Paul Miller Racing BMW. Now it's bright and early in the morning here, and you can see the wheeling Cadillac is in pieces. There's the tail end of it. You see the crew, I guess, getting early morning instructions. There's the car. You can see their port wagon loaded with the wheels, and I'm going to give you a look down the lane of the paddock. One thing you'll notice, every paddock area is designated to a car. You'll see, if you see a black banner like you have here with the number 31 car, which is what we're looking at, that designates that's a GTP. Green is GTD, red is GTD Pro, and you'll see those all up and down the paddock here. And as you can see, as I scan around, most of the places are not even open yet. There's really nothing going on the track today until almost 11 o'clock, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Now here you see them rolling the Porsche 963 out. I thought they might be taking the Scrutineering because the number, well, that is the number 6 car. I was wondering where that was. We saw the number 7 car earlier. I thought it might have been Scrutineering. I don't know where it came from. Anyhow, there it is, or was. Now, for those of you who watch my channel regularly, this will be the last paddock tour for a couple months, as the next few races go to the West Coast and then to Detroit. However, I will be going to Road Atlanta in a month for a historic race. I've never done that before. I'm really excited. And let me shut up for a second here, because they are rolling out I believe this is the number 4 Corvette, which I have a really cool livery video on. The livery of this car is absolutely gorgeous. They're rolling it back in there. This one was running much better than the number 3 car. In fact, I think it was the 3rd fastest GTD Pro car in last night's testing session. Believe it or not, it was the Rexy Porsche 911 that was the fastest in night practice. You see they have the doors off of the Corvette, as they typically do. They get easy access to everything. The doors pop off. It's really, I mean, look, you literally just pick it up and lift it off. It is so simple. Any dummy could do it in like 3 seconds. And then over here is the heart of racing, Aston Martins. And normally I complain when the hood is off because you can't see the beautiful lines of the car, and the engine has so many air scoops. It is absolutely amazing. Another front engine car, of course. Now, those of you that are familiar with IMSA, you know, if it has the red number panels, the red mirrors, and the red end plates on the rear wing, that is a Pro entry. The green, which you see here with the number 27 car, is a Pro-Am entry, which means there is a gentleman driver. At least has to be a bronze or a silver rated driver. Now guys, there is the number 3 car. They have had it in the trailer overnight so nobody will steal it. They're now unloading it. They're going to be bringing it down. As you can see, they're just lowering it. They're going to drop it to the ground so they can start getting to work on it, go to technical inspection. They do not have practice until this afternoon. Now, if you haven't seen my other video, notice that the color of this is gold. This is celebrating Mobil 1's 50th anniversary and their relationship with a number of the different manufacturers here, including GM. A couple years ago, when we were at the Corvette Corral, and the title sponsor for this race at Sebring is actually the Mobil 1 12 Hours of Sebring, so that'll give you some idea why you're seeing all of this. And they gave us actually an entire case of engine oil, or motor oil. Really cool. And now they're going to roll this off, and they're going to take that into the paddock. I absolutely love that gold livery. Check out my video just on this car and this livery. You're going to absolutely love it. Now guys, this is a look at the Ford GT3s, the Mustang. These are new cars for this year, and they have had their problems galore. In yesterday's practice session, neither one of these were out on the track. They had transmission issues. At Daytona, they had rear end issues. I mean, it just seems never ending. These are both of their Pro entries. They also have one Pro-Am entry. Now, the Pro entries, if you're going to watch the race, they will have these dark blue liveries, the 64 and the 65 car. And again, you know, look at the windshield banner on the 65 car. It's black. It's white on the 64. IMSA mandates that the mirrors, the rear end plates of the wing, and the windscreen banner have to be red if they're Pro and green if they're Pro-Am, and you'll see the difference there. Really, really cool. They're good-looking cars. It's a shame that they're just not running worth the crap right now. And they actually even have a Mustang corral here this year. Never had that before. So I'm sure we'll have a zillion Mustangs here. Now guys, here's a really good look at the Pfaff McLaren. Remember, they used to be a Porsche. They are now a McLaren. Hi, how are you this morning? Good, good. Let's take a look in the cabin here real quick before they move it. I'm sure they will be moving it any second. And here comes the guy to move it. No sooner do I speak than it happens. They're moving it back into the paddock. Well, I hope you got a brief look at the inside of the cabin while you could. This is a really beautiful car. It is actually running pretty well. The McLaren 720S is not new to IMSA. It's been out for a number of years. It is new to Pfaff, as they were a Porsche last year. Porsche 911, precise. And there they go, pushing it back into the paddock. Guys, here's one of my favorite cars. This is the Cadillac. Unfortunately, the nose of it is missing. I don't know where it is. This has the gold Mobile One 50-year anniversary livery on it. You can see the butterfly doors open. Unfortunately, all you're looking at is the front end of the car. The engine, of course, is in the rear. And there is their sport vehicle. I see the nose now. It's in the back there. Looks like they may be doing some decal work on it. It did not take any damage in last night's practice, so I don't know what they're doing, but who knows. Now this is the Vassar Sullivan Lexus paddock area, and as you can see, you've got the car in there. It's still got the cover on it. They actually have two cars. They have a Pro and a Pro-Am entry, and there's their technical support trailer. All the engineers and the other drivers get to go in there too. Now, as we move down the paddock a little more, you can see all the fog setting in. It has been really foggy here in Central Florida. Past couple days, it's always foggy in the morning. Yesterday was humid as hell. Today is much nicer, but notice how quiet it is. I absolutely love this time in the morning when you get out here. So if you ever do come to Sebring, or to any IMSA race for that matter, you know, get out here in the early morning, enjoy. Now guys, this is the Proton Competition paddock, and you're gonna see another one of the Ford Mustangs. This is the Am entry. You notice the green on that. You can see the hood of the car there, and behind it you have the Mustang sampling Porsche 963 GTP. And as I scroll over here, you're going to take a look. You can see the massive nose piece of the front end of that thing. I mean, I literally have to pull it back, take a look at it. It is huge. Over here and down the ground, you have the engine cover for it. And here's an even better look. And also you have the rear end assembly. You can see that right there with the wing. And there is actually another nose cover, a spare, because they do wreck these things. You see how they have them all stacked up, readily available in case they need them. Now this is the United Autosports paddock, and we still have LMP2s in the IMSA WeatherTech series here, and I am grateful because these are generally Orica chassis with English Gibson 8-cylinder naturally aspirated engines, and anybody here will tell you this is one of the best sounding cars out there, period. It just sounds absolutely amazing. In fact, in many cases, these are even faster than the GTP cars, which cost about 10 times more. In fact, they've had to handicap these cars so much through BOP adjustments in order that they're not faster than their much more expensive GTP counterparts. But that's the wins car, the number 2. This is always a good running car. And there's a close look at another LMP2. This is high class racing. And you can see the nose piece. I don't know why they put the tag right in front of it. Butterfly door is open there. You can see the engine's exposed in the rear. The mechanics are working on it, as they typically do this time in the morning. There you see high class racing. Now here is another one of the Porsche GT3s. We do not have that many Porsche 911 GT3s in the field this year as we have in other times. We've had 2 major withdrawals from the series. The Volt Racing of Alan Brynjolfsson, that one is gone. Alan got fed up with the series, quit, and also the Fat Buddha. You might remember David Brule and his car. He was about 77 years old and just plain retired. So those are 2 Porsches that are no longer with us, but this is the Race Motorsports number 120 car, kind of in this British racing green with yellow. It's really pretty cool looking. And this is the number 32 Mercedes AMG. This is a GTD entry. I absolutely love the livery that they have this year with the, I really don't know how to describe it. You guys let me know what you think of it, how you would describe it. I just don't know. I just don't know how to do it, but I think it looks really, really sharp. I love how the massive rear diffuser just fits nicely under the tail of the car there. Great designing by Mercedes. Now, if you guys watched my video yesterday, you see the Orlando Corvette Z06 GT3 there. You looked at the engine of it. Here's a look at basically at the rest of the car. There's the nose piece. You can see the interior of the cabin. The engine, if you look at my video I had the other day, you can clearly, I have never seen the engine of a Corvette, not in 5 years, ever. I've just never been around or had access to it when they had the rear cover off so you could look at it. But there you have it. This is the, I believe this is the number, I think it's the 14 car. This is the blue one. Also a good looking car. There's a look at what the front looks. Look how the radiator is slanted down there on that, and the carbon fiber wheel wells. You've got the fluids there, and of course, you know, there's your nose piece. Corvette AWA, really cool. Now guys, if you are Acura fans, this is the only Acura NSX we currently have in the field. This is the number 66 JT Wentworth car, another mid-engine car, so of course you're not going to see an engine up front, but you can see them working on the front of the car there. This is one of the oldest cars in the paddock. I really don't know what the future of Acura is with IMSA, whether they're going to have an Evo update or what, but glad to have it. It's a good looking car. Now this is the Flexbox Mercedes AMG, number 44 car, Pro-Am entry. John Potter, Spencer Papelli, Andy Lally. Andy Lally is actually, I believe he's running a TCR car in the Michelin Pilot Cup series. That race will be today. But anyhow, this is a cool look at that car. A very, very good looking car, I think. Now this is the Ranch Resort LMP2. The reason I'm going to talk about this car, I'm going to do a video tonight on the flavor of Sebring. They actually have a bus that they have chopped the top off of. It's got the Ranch Resort colors on it. They drive it around in the green zone all night. They pick up party goers. It's free. They'll take you all over the green zone. You can get as drunk as you want, walk back to your tent, stumble, whatever you want to do. But anyhow, I don't know if that's officially licensed by Riley Motorsports, but that's a look at the LMP2 car. You can't miss this one. This car always runs well, always. So when you're watching the race, look out for this one. Now I mentioned that we lost 2 Porsche 911s after Daytona. We also gained one. This is the Andretti Motorsports number 43 Pro-Am entry. Got Jared Andretti, Jared Chavez. I'm going a blank on the third driver, but you know, they have partnered together with Wayne Taylor Racing, and this is a first for them. There used to be a GT3 car, but now, or an LMP3 car, which we no longer have in the IMSA WeatherTech series. So this is their Porsche entry. Very cool. Now, folks, this is the Motorsports in action. McLaren Artura. This is a GT4 car, respectively. very neat looking car. It's absolutely beautiful. They had a great run yesterday. This is not a 720S. This is called the Artura. It came out just 2 years ago. And it is a GT4 spec car, so it is not as fast. Doesn't have the downforce as the 720S does. It's a hell of a lot cheaper. But it still has the cool butterfly doors on there that you always associate with McLaren. Now you may not know, but one thing that's associated with IMSA is Michelin. They are the official tire sponsor. I don't know how many thousands of tires they bring to the race, but this is where the guys balance the tires, set them on the wheels. They have a certain amount allocated to every single car. This is where they work their magic. Now you can see how quiet it is this morning. If you watched my previous 2 Paddock Tour videos, they were utter chaos in action because that was on Wednesday. Today is Friday. It's a whole different ball game. And here's a look at Windward Racing on one of their Mercedes AMG GTD cars that they have, the AMG. Wow. Get out of your mouth, Mark. Now here's a look at the back of a Turner Motorsports BMW GT4 car. Now, Turner Motorsports has what they call Taco Tuesdays. If they win a race, I don't know what they call it, Taco Tuesday. Everybody gets tacos, but it is what it is. But that's a look at the back of that car. Now, if you look at it in contrast, this is the GT3 BMW, also from Turner Motorsports. All right, guys, this is one of the Aston Martins I was telling you about. This is a look at the cockpit. There you go. Very, very cool. Scan it around, you can see the netting, you see the seat. Get down here, you can see the pedal box, and that all moves so that drivers that are 6 feet tall can run in this car with drivers that are 5'4", 5'6", whatever. Very cool, very neat. And that was the flex box Aston Martin Vantage that you were looking at just a moment ago. And there it is again. Okay, guys, this is the Triarci competition paddock. They have a Ferrari 296. This is a Pro-Am entry. You'll see this car, and there's a cool look. This again is another mid-engine car, so you're not going to see an engine up front. Very, very cool. Now, guys, this is the number 86 MDX Motorsports Porsche 911 GT3. Another Pro-Am entry. Now, guys, this is another Ferrari 296, the Conquest Racing number 34 car. Another Pro-Am entry. See, they're doing some work there on the front end of these cars. Every part of it's valuable. Every part of it has a function. Now, here is one of my favorite Ferraris, the Cadillac 296. I just absolutely love the blue livery with the green accents on it. You've got the typical racing stripe starting at the nose, running all the way to the back. This is a beautiful car. It is absolutely spectacular looking, just about every way. Another Ferrari, the number 21 car there. That, I believe, is the AF Corsa car. It has like a red, white, and blue theme livery. Don't ask me why. I believe it's an Italian team. That's what it looks like with the front end missing. So there you see the front end. There you see one with, one without. Cool. Now, guys, if you can hear anything, this is the Mustang sampling Porsche 963 GTP. This is it running, just idling. It is loud. We had a Mazda 967. You may have seen my video on that last night. They fired it up. It was absolutely amazing to listen to. This is one of the Iron Lynx Lamborghinis, the number 19 car, one of their professional entries. I'm going to go up to the scrutineering area. I think there are a bunch of cars that are up there now. So stay tuned. Now, Vassar Sullivan just opened their paddock. They have one of the most colorful, one of the coolest paddocks I think you'll ever see. Take that in. That is just really amazing what they do here with trailers and tents. And that is a look at their Pro-Am entry. Very, very cool. Now on the flip side, guys, this is their Pro entry. This has a Mobil 1 50-year anniversary gold livery. It's just really striking, I think. Again, I have done a separate video on that. Check it out. There's a look at the paddock area. Really cool. Now here's a Mercedes AMG, the 32 car. We looked at this one earlier. There's a cool look at the front and the back of it. They've just taken it to scrutineering. They're towing it back. Now guys, this is the Dex Lamborghini. This is a joint effort of both Andretti and Wayne Taylor Racing. This is Dex Imaging. It's a cool black car, the number 45 Pro-Am entry. Now guys, if you're an Acura fan, here is a look at two of their cars. The Konica Minolta, Acura GTP. You can see the nose of it there. You see the car behind it in the background. And then the number 40 car, another one. This is a new entry this year. You see they're busy working on them. Butterfly doors are up. And there's a look at the nose of the number 40 car, the Dex Imaging. See one of the mechanics polishing it down, getting ready to look sharp. Right there. These want you in every fucking race, no matter what. Guys, sorry about that. You may have been looking at my feet here for me. These are all the support trailers for all the various teams. Multimatic, Ligier, Orica, just to name a few. Dallara, Porsche North America. These are all the support trailers. They supply things the teams may not have. Now this is scrutineering. This is where they inspect all the cars, make sure that they're complying to all the regulations that IMSA has mandated. You have both of the Ford Mustang factory cars here. They had their problems yesterday, and hopefully they've sorted them out. They run better today than they did yesterday. There's a 65 car, and there you see the 66. And there's a peek inside scrutineering. You can see the Mustang as they're inspecting it. They actually have 3 bays here for these cars. And here's one last look at the entire paddock from the beginning as far as you can see to the end. It actually ends with the Mazda MX-5 Cup there. They used to have piggyback with the WEC races. They no longer have that with IMSA. WEC is good enough to stand on its own, and it did. It was in Qatar, as you know, 2 weeks ago. Anyhow, folks, that is going to wrap up this third and last paddock view that we're going to do here at Sebring. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.